Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is my first video, and I'm here to give a weekly outlook from today is August 11th to August 17th for this upcoming week, and we're going to start off with the DXY. I mean, so far, as we can see, the DXY, we basically been dropping since the week of April 29th, which we failed to take out the high from April 15th, and ever since then, we've been sliding lower. And also another thing to let you guys know, if you can't tell, I'm a ICT trader. All these little fair value gaps and stuff like that. So, so we see on April 29th, you see this fair value gap right here. We failed to really accumulate from here. So we came, we dropped underneath, we hit this. This is another fair value gap. We hit this right here, June the 3rd. You see, a little reaction from here. Once again, we failed to come up and take out these highs, and then at that point, this is like a failure to break these highs, which is indicating that price is weak. And then so we drop, we create a fair value gap. This is a breakaway gap because we failed to come and touch it. And then we create another one right here. Price comes up, touches it, and then we drop. And then ever since then, we just been basically taking out lows. We took out this low right here last week, and right now we're looking at this. I mean, this is essentially the next level of price. This fair value gap right here, or you could say this low too. Whenever the next, the new weekly candle opens up in a few hours from now. So let's check the daily, and the daily you see that we have this fair value gap right here. Price came up, traded up. We have two candles that traded up into it twice. A contract encroachment, drop. Same thing again right here. We hit contract encroachment, and now we're just waiting to see what price wants to do. I mean, right now, you know, price is clearly dropping, so my bias is gonna stick to the downside until proven wrong. You know what I mean? Like, there's really no need for me to say, oh, price is gonna go higher. This is clearly. I mean, right now it's clearly not. And then we have right. So this is the same target that I was saying on the weekly, which is right here. This is what this is right here. And if we get a little bit lower, I want to see how we react to this fair value gap right here. It's weekly fair value gap. To see if we want to go through it, just like how we went through. You see this one right here? See how we went through it? I want to see if we go through it just like that. But the daily, you see, it's this whole fair value gap, but it's just too much lines to have this and this. So far, I'm gonna keep the weekly and see how we trade through the weekly. And then if you trade underneath it, then I'll extend it or just have this part marked out. And then obviously, if you get a little excited, a little, price action gets a little exciting, just do that. We would clearly have these lows right here. And then go on the 1 hour. The 1 hour just shows with more candles and more detail what's going on. Right. And we see Monday, we dropped off Monday essentially, and then since then, he's been rallying up into the daily fair value gap, which we barely missed the consequent encroachment of it. But you already see the reaction of it. It's already good. And we come up into it and then we start to, slowly trickle down. But we're also within this hourly fair value gap. I would just like to see a nice strong close. I mean, a nice strong close underneath it. Because if you look at the bodies is not really like, there's nothing really too strong about this, you know what I mean? But if we do, then clearly we have these liquidities right here. These basically essentially equal lows. And then we have this small little fair value gap as well, and then we would obviously target these lows as well. But we have to see what price wants to do. And now we, we go to the Nasdaq. This is what I mostly be trading 90, like 95% of the time. So this is basically my market. So basically, we've been dropping down as well with the DXY, and that's, usually you don't want to see that. Like, you want to see if the DXY is going lower, you want to see Nasdaq go higher, or vice versa. If, DXY is going higher, you want to see DXY go, Nasdaq go lower, but that hasn't been happening. We haven't had a symmetrical market right now, but you already know all the things going on in the world right now probably has something to do with it. Yeah, I'm not really paying attention about that. I'm just looking about price action. At least that's all we're gonna talk about. The price action we see on the screen. So off the weekly, right? We came, we took out this high. We just, after we took out this high, we were just extending, going higher and higher until July 8th, right? The week of July 8th, this was essentially the last high that was taken out in the weekly chart. This is then we've basically been sliding. See this volume imbalance close right underneath it on this candle right here, and then you have the fair value gap close underneath it again on this candle right here, and we create another fair value gap right here off of last week candle and the week before, and then the week before that we get the essentially a three candle pattern formation. So now at least I would want to see how we trade up into it and how we react if we still want to go lower or not. Because we could see last week we started off dropping off low, which was Monday, right? And where did we hit? Fair value gap. We barely touched it. As soon as it was extremely sensitive, we touched it right here, and essentially the rest of the week was trickling all the way back up over, over the opening, which created a bullish candle right here. So now we're onto the daily. And the daily, like I said, this was the last day when we took a high. The last week when we took the high right here. And then we basically been dropping since then. See for value gap. This is a breakaway. Couldn't price was too weak to even come back up into here. That's good. At least if you're bearish, get another fair value gap. On screen encroachment, the body don't close underneath it. We drop again. Another fair value gap with an imbalance. We come up into it. On screen encroachment. And it's the same. Like you gotta just look at what price action is telling you right now. So far, we've been dropping and dropping and dropping. There really hasn't been like any shift in market structure at all. But as like I said, this Monday was basically the biggest drop of the, that long wick that you see that came from Monday. So Monday we essentially see this fair value gap. We went right through it, and we have this other fair value gap that's right here, which is a weekly fair value gap right here. See, we touch it, and that's extremely sensitive right here. And you see price essentially shoots all the way back up. And we see Tuesday we come up to the fair value gap, drop a little bit. And then Wednesday come up to the fair value gap, drop a little bit in this fair value gap right here. Because right now, like I said, we have to look at the bodies, respect the consequence. Even on this week. On this week, where is the body? The body's still above this right here. The wick is just doing the damage, but the body's telling the story right now. And then we do end the week off strong. Like, we got a nice big up close candle on Thursday. And right now we're in the contract encroachment. But right now I would still say bullish, but just off how this candle's looking, I'm curious to see how price is tracing this fair value gap. You know what I mean? Because if we do close above this fair value gap, my eyes looking literally right here on this next fair value gap. Right here, this would be my bias. If you close above, I'm looking to here, consequent close from the high, and then we want to see if we could get a touch here or go above it, but we would have to see. But for now, I'm looking to see how price wants to react off this fair value gap. So either I'm looking if we close above here, I'm looking for here. If we come drop and close underneath here, then I'm looking back into this fair value gap right here. But you know what if I had, just off of the price action that I see right now, if I had to guess, I'm gonna go with the Bears, as of right now. But right now I'm just waiting to see. Like that doesn't mean I could be that I'm 100% right. I could definitely be wrong. I just adjust my bias. Anyways, the 1 hour chart. The 1 hour chart. This was Monday. Excuse me. This was Sunday, and we gapped up. We gapped down on Sunday. We dropped. You see this fair value gap? We went right through it. Which this other weekly fair value gap we accumulated right here. As soon as we tested, we accumulated, came back down, failed to take out this low. Once we fail to take out this low, we come up, we close above this fair value gap. Price comes back down into it to accumulate, which makes this an inversion fair value gap. We come back here, and then we essentially consolidate in between these two fair value gaps. See that? The price comes up, takes out, we take out this side right here, comes back dropping down into this this fair value gap right here, and then we accumulate, and now we're just essentially at the contracting encroachment of this fair value gap right here of where I want to see price drop if we're going to drop. I would like to see price close underneath here. I mean, man, just look at the body. Just you see how we react to this to this consequent encroachment. Like it's just clean. It's just real clean. You come down. Even right here, you see, look at the bodies, how we hit consequent encroachment with this fair value gap right here. Come back down, come back, take out these highs, now I'm just consolidating. Right, we gotta see. We gotta wait till Monday and see how we open up the how we open up on Sunday. And then now we're going down into the 15-minute chart. Oh, yeah. And let me say this: if we do go lower, right, if we close underneath here, my bad. If we do close underneath here, right, then I'm looking to see how we react to this fair value gap. That's what I would be looking personally. If you do come close with, and not just like a small little body, I want a strong, nice, strong, confirming candle that we want to go lower, right? Because if it's not something strong, easily, these fair value gaps, you could easily accumulate, just come down, bounce, come right back up. Nah, that's why I would like to see a strong down close candle. You know what I mean? And then we will come over here. And the same thing, right? If you come over here, we want to see how we react within this fair value gap. And if we do close underneath here, then I'm looking for these lows right here. But this is just a sell side scenario if that does happen. But if we do, right, if that doesn't happen, then I'm looking to see if you could close above here. If you close above here, then obviously the next level I'm gonna look I'm looking for is this fair value gap right here. on the daily chart. And the reason why I always refer to the daily chart because I mean like it's obvious. Like you could just look at it. Like look, I could just go in the 1 hour, right? And just off these fair value gaps, you can see how price pivots. You know what I mean? How price reacts, and it's very sensitive to this daily level. Like we come down here, a little wick, and off the 1 hour, we hit it once, boom, it comes right back up. We come back down, hits it once, boom, we come back. We couldn't even come down to take out the flow. That's giving you, that's giving, like, that's showing you a sign. And then do you see how, like, we come here, fail to take out that low, and you see how big the very next candle is. And then even on this, right, we fail to take down a low. We okay, we failed to take out this low right here on this candle. The very next candle is a big up close candle, and on top of that, we failed to even come into this fair value gap. So that's at least immediately because we eventually do right here. Even though look, and even when we come back down in here, you see how price comes and touches it how many times? Barely right here. We graze it once here. We come back here and we graze it one more time right here, and then price starts to accumulate from right here. And we come out and take up this out. But yeah, so that's basically my outlook for the week. It's my first video. Probably is all over the place. You know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna get better at this. Bye. Until I see you guys next time. Be safe.